that America has, that is a hell of a lot. And America, how do America influence? First, they bring in, and if you're as allies, say, hey, we're going to help you and we're going to protect you, but take some of these Western, take this Western philosophy. Then you have their, saying, they'll go in and to the enemies, like you say, look what they did to Iraq. Look, they did in Afghanistan, Syria. They went and just wreaked havoc. You know what I'm saying? Libya. They wreak havoc. They'll kill the, like Iraq and Libya. What they do? They kill their leaders and then put in a puppet. Now they're in the worst state that they have ever been in. You know what I'm saying? This is what America does. This is the horde that ride the beast. Okay? Keep going. And what is the one thing that they do here in America? Flash money, cars, and everything. Constantly flashing wealth.
A massive disparity between rich and poor. A desire to live off a bloated state. And an obsession with sex. But perhaps the most notorious trait of all is the debasement of the currency. The United States and Great Britain both began on a gold or silver standard, long since abandoned. Rome was no different.
So it started on a principle that was very sound, and it was on a silver standard. But as it corrupted further and further and further, the Roman denarius got to the point where it was basically a copper coin, and they learned how to plate, and it was washed in silver, and in circulation the plating came off. And at the end, all the senators that really did at one time represent the people only were interested in representing how much wealth they could steal at the top.
Great empire wealth always dazzles, but beneath the surface, the unbridled desire for money, power, and material possessions means that duty and public service are replaced by leaders and citizens who scramble for the spoils.
Historically, all the signs of the demise of empire are beginning to develop. Some are more trenchant than others. This current financial and economic crisis, that sort of thing always accompanies the demise of empire.
The people of Rome were constantly being distracted by the gladiatorial events, and the politicians knew that they did this whenever there was unrest among the people. They had a huge event going on, and they created a new event with lots and lots of gladiators. And every day we're doing that. That is a common trait of declining empires. And so today in the United States, for example, you find a tremendous emphasis on all kinds of television programs that distract people from what's really going on. Sports is a big part of that, as it was in gladiator times. In essence, we've been lulled into a lethargy, and we've accepted it.
And this is what happened to Rome, and this is Rome 2.0, all right? This is Rome 2.0, okay? And we're going to get another precept here. This is Daniel chapter 7, verse 8. It says, I considered the horns, and behold, there came up among them another little horn, before whom there were 3 of the first horns plucked up by the roots. And behold, in this horn were eyes like the eyes of man, and a mouth speaking great things. All right, and what is that little horn? Okay, this is America. Okay, that little horn that came up out of, like I say, came up out of Rome. This is America. Okay, America has the government just like the Romans did. You know what I'm saying? The Romans back then had like the patricians and the plebeians. You know what I'm saying? And look at the buildings of in Washington, and you'll see Rome. It's Rome all over again. Okay, it's Rome all over again. Now this is Revelations chapter 13, verse 3, and it says, "And I saw one of the heads as it was wounded to death. Okay, that 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 head that was wounded is the Roman Empire. Okay, and it said, and his deadly wound was healed. How was it healed? Because it was um, remastered, and called itself now America. And all of the world wonder after the beast. Okay, and the world do wonder after the beast. Okay, when you look at the world, they wonder at. Look at America. Look at the military might. Okay, look at the influence that they go and have throughout the world. This is America. Okay.
Just as our sports stars today earn vast sums, so did Roman charioteers. In the 2nd century, one by the name of Gaius Apuleius Diocles amassed a fortune of 35 million sesterces in prize money, equivalent to several billion dollars today. Strangely, perhaps, there's another profession that is disproportionately hallowed as an empire declines. The Romans, the Ottomans, and the Spanish all made celebrities of their chefs.
Hmm. And they're going right on with America. You know what I'm saying? And this can let you know also when he said, like say, the depreciation of the currency. When you look up and just look at how the currency is being depreciated, that's why America is losing its power, because you have more and more countries looking to back their money by gold, and America is not. Okay, this is fiat currency. How America dollars are being, how the dollar is keeping afloat is by the people, the belief of the people. All right, but that's gonna go away eventually, because like I said, that collapse is coming. This is James chapter 5. I'm gonna start at verse 1. It says, Go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. Your riches are corrupted, and your garments are moth eaten. Your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire. Ye have heaped treasure together for the last days. And we're in the last days. We're in the last days of the last days. And we see that starting to come. And now, like you say, who are some of the famous people that we look at now? What's his name? Ramsey on here, which is a um, a chef, and all these chefs. The cooking channel is one of the biggest channels here on television today. And what is that? Hell's Kitchen and all these different series of TV shows that's showing like chefs. Chefs are very, very famous here in Babylon in the latter days. And like you said, this is a complete occurrence that happens when it's a downfall of an empire. Hey, like you say, there's nothing new under the sun.
And this again is typifying the end of an empire, where things were so great, we have this last oomph of momentum that we used to be great, and we felt great, and we don't feel it anymore. So everyone is out searching for it. Well, maybe it's in the best food, or the best clothes, or the best music, or the best movies, or a reality TV show, or another magazine. But you can never get enough of what you don't need. What you need is a strong moral conviction that is pervasive throughout the society, and integrity reigns.
There's a vast apathy. There's a vast amoralism, even a political nature to it. That is to say, there are vast numbers of people who don't give a damn. And so there's this natural, I suppose, entropy. Any living organism, which an empire is, of course, over time dies. Question is, how does it die? Does it die in a violent cascade of events, or does it die over a long period of time?
The baby boomer generation were born into this age of decadence. Perhaps unwittingly, they've broken the unspoken intergenerational contract. Through unfettered consumerism, spiraling house prices, and a desire for eternal youth, the baby boomers have squandered future generations' inheritance.
My generation, the generation right after my generation, I think we forgot that little phrase in the preamble to our Constitution, which says, and our posterity. All of a sudden it became us, period.
The baby boom generation, which I'm a part of, has gone and done the biggest misallocation of capital in the history of mankind. We have had cheap oil, or cheap energy is a better way to phrase it. We've had an abundance of ideas, and we have chosen a system and perpetuated it that is probably one of the worst ways to use the blessings that were bestowed upon us. And we are going to pay a price for that.
You know, so like I say, this is actually, it's here. Okay, no more healing for Babylon. Okay, like I say, his shame is uncovered. This is Isaiah 47 verse. I'm gonna start at verse 1, and it says, "Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne." Okay, O daughter of the Chaldeans. Now, who were the Chaldeans? Okay, those were those sorcerers over in Babylon. And this is the daughter of Babylon. That's why it says the old daughter of the Chaldeans. Okay? For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Take the millstone and grind meal. Uncover thy locks. Make bare the leg. Uncover the thigh. Pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered. Yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. Okay? And Yahweh Shai is, what I'm saying? It's not going to meet thee as a man. When Yahweh Shai comes, he's coming as that true angelic force who's going to come and destroy, you know what I'm saying, this known land of America, and also render his kingdom upon the whole world. Okay? And Lord willing, we those men, his men, who's gonna, like you say, we're gonna be delivered up, and we're gonna come and wreak havoc, on the long side of Yahweh Shai. Okay? This is Isaiah 47 verse 5. It says, "Sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans." There you go again. Okay? "For thou shalt no more be called the Lady of Kingdoms." All right? No more called the Lady of Kingdoms. This place is going on its way down, and like I said, we're in the last days of Esau's kingdom. Um, we see that history repeats itself, but this time it will be like no other, as we've seen other nations or other empires have fallen. Because like I say, the sins have reached to heaven, and this is the highest that the sins have went. And like the Most High Yahweh showed when he raised up Pharaoh, he raised up Pharaoh to show his power to bring him down. Okay, that's how he showed America, and this is the America's last hurrah. So we should be rejoicing, okay, because we know that Esau's kingdom is coming to an end. And with that, I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Waha, Rachakadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and blessings to the Akim that's pushing this word in truth and sincerity. Shalom.